Hello everyone, Josh here. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial on one of the RuneScape skills called Runecrafting. Now this skill is essential for your magic skill, unless you're not on an Iron Man account, you're on a regular account, because then you can just buy all your runes. But for those of you who do Iron Man, and for those of you who would rather just make it your own, or just to train the skill in general, because there is certain things later on in the skill that you'd want. Like, I believe it's around level 90. I can actually check the skill here. If I go all the way up, yeah. See, there's things you need in order to actually use better gear, like the Tectonic Robe Top. And here you got the Sea Singer, Kiba, and Magica, which is a wand and orb. I know I said that wrong. But what it is what it is. So that is like really high-end magic gear. So you want to raise that for many different reasons. But alright, so this is where you always start the game, unless you have been playing previously and you're somewhere else. But this is the new starting point. As soon as you're done with the tutorial, which you get off that boat and you come over here. Alright, so to really start the skill, the best way, me personally, is if you travel this way. Because once you head this way, this town will help you with a lot of your skills. And if you go to each one of these with the gold symbols above them, it'll actually really help you out. It's very useful to be doing that. And again, there's something wrong with the next client. For whatever reason, the colors keep fading and changing, which I'm guessing Jaggeds didn't get around to fixing this issue yet. I know they did have a post saying that there was a critical issue with the next client, but that's probably not what the critical issue was. So they probably fixed that, and this was going to be another one that they were just going to be fixing later. So you'll want to run over here, and then there's this guy right here. You'll notice he has all these hoods in the carts. You'll just talk to him.
Oh, there. Thanks for stopping.
And you can get a hood. Now see, since I already have one of the hoods, which is right here, I won't be able to get another one. But talk to him, get your hood, and then if you want to, you can come right over here. The hood automatically, let's see here. Yeah, the hood automatically comes with the air, well, the air and the mind. So you really don't need to worry about that too much. But if you want to, you can come over here. You can get yourself a free talisman, free mind runes, and free air runes. And I already claimed air runes because there's actually 30 of them to start. So the shop is slowly rebuilding its stocks because it's NPC generated. It does not actually build with what people sell it. I guess it's to help balance out prices. But okay, so after you get your hood, and now I have an earth talisman on hand. If you want to go the really old school way of doing it by yourself and locating these things, you have to click locate. And it'll tell you in your chat, this talisman pulls towards the southeast. Now this one is actually all the way down towards another city. I can show you on this little area. It's towards this city, but it's like over right in here. In this vicinity. So, it's kind of a pain to get to. But, I want to do this. I want to put my wicked hood there. This way, all I have to do is hit the hotkey to activate my hood. Now, when I activate my hood, it gives you three options. You can teleport to a location. You can get the runes from that location, or you can get some essence. Essence is used to make the runes. Now you can use regular essence or pure essence. Pure essence will help, well, is the only way you can make runes like the chaos rune, the blood rune, the soul rune. Well, you can't quite make soul runes yet, but soon. The blood rune, you know, the higher end runes. And for the lower ones like the elementals, you'll actually get more of a turnout if you can get the pure essence. So I'm going to teleport here to the Air Rune altar. And now, since I have the Air Talisman in the hood, I no longer need to worry about carrying a talisman. See, once you use your talisman on the hood, it gains that talisman's properties. So let's say if I were to get a water one, I use it on that, I can then enter these ruins, and then I can go into the altar. First, I want to get my runes. For the elementals, it gives 100. It's not a ton, but it's a good chunk. Now, since I don't have the higher end unlocked yet, I still get regular essence, which is a darker gray. And then to craft it, you just click on craft, and there you go, you just made air runes. Now, since I'm here, actually no, not, I'll show you the next thing. There is another thing you can do, which you can right click on your Wicked Hood to teleport. This will teleport you to the top of the Wizard's Tower. When you're at the top of the Wizard's Tower, there is, I want to call it a mini game. I'm not sure what it technically is. Not to mention, if you look out over the edge of here, this is like one of the coolest spots because of the NXT client. You can actually see a lot of stuff going on around here. That is actually the location of the first world event they had. And there was a battle between two gods. There's one god there and there's one god on the other side. And they were kind of doing a DBZ style energy blast. And what the players did was they were gathering energies from this center area and delivering it back to their god. And whichever one got the most energy is the one that won. Which this one right here was Zamrock, and he lost. Which is actually kind of shocking. Really thought more people would go for the bad guy. Alright, now in this shop, you see you can get more for the outfit. The more you get for the outfit, the better the hood is, the more you can do with it. Simple as that. I believe when it comes to the terms of that though, whenever you do this, you can claim more runes, you can do more teleports, and you get more essence per piece that you gather. Now, for the mini game I was talking about, it depends on your level, which depends on which entrance you can use. You got the low level entrance, you got the Runecrafting Guild, which I don't think I can enter that yet. Oh yeah, I can enter that, never mind. But then you have the mid-level altar. Now, I don't believe I can enter the mid-level yet. But if you go here, you can click on the rune span, and you can actually enter here at level 1. For the low level one. Now, if you want to enter for the high level or mid level, whatever they want to consider it, you need to be a little bit higher of a level. Which, it says high level portal, but this is the mid level portal. There is no high level portal, so we'll try this. Okay, yeah, you need level 50 to enter this portal. There's just a little bit of a typo within the skilling area. Yeah, so in this, you'll just enter through the portal. You get to go in. Alright, now here you are. From here, you'll collect some floating essence, which you need this type of rune essence. Because this type of rune essence is different than the regular one. You will not be able to take it out because normal rune essence does not stack. From here, you primarily just want to siphon. For each successful siphon, you get a rune. Now, even if, well, okay, yeah, there's times you get no XP if you fail, and then there's times you partially succeed and you get a small amount. But now for completely siphoning that creature, I got more essence. I'll show you again with this one. You just click on them. Your guy will do the work for you. You just kind of wait. You get the XP as you're doing it. And see, as you can see, for every successful one, it requires a rune essence. Each creature gives you 5 runes that you can get. And these runes, as you can see here, are different than the regular runes. They do not come with you. Now there's also these things that are called nodes. These nodes will give you more XP than these guys. As you can see, it's about double the XP already. However, these, if they are depleted, you don't get any rune essence. It's a nice way to keep a balance. This way you're not going just for the nodes and the nodes only. You actually have to balance it out. See, I used essence, but I didn't get anything else other than the runes. So there's a pro and there's a con to it. But the con isn't that bad. It's making sure things are balanced. Now, generally, there will always be a node somewhere nearby. I mean, you can see some nodes over here in the distance. One just spawned right here. So yeah, you can go over to it and siphon it. And when you're successful, now my runecrafting is kind of low yet, so it's not going to really always get it. Not to mention, if you always get it, it's kind of unbalanced too. There has to be a success and fail rate, otherwise it's just pure flat out, you just sit there and you gain a ton of XP very fast. Sorry about that. Alright, so that's this mini game. Now, if you leave here, you'll notice this. I have this. It'll ask if you want to leave. And that's my current value points. That's what I'm currently holding within my inventory. And it's asking if I'll, to be sure that I know if I leave, it'll just be converted into points, so all that will be taken from me. So here we go. I'm going to leave. And as you can see, those are now gone, but now I have 5 extra points from what I did before. Now there is one more thing you can do, but I personally don't recommend it because it really doesn't give much XP. Now here, you see me teleporting a lot with this right here. That's because this costs you no runes. The only issue with it is it's at these certain set locations, which aren't always the most convenient, but it requires no runes. So it's kind of really nice to use it, because then you don't have to worry about it. Yes, I'm not high enough levels, so those things won't ignore me yet, and as you can see, they are actually in red. When a creature is in the red, that means you are open to attack. Now I want to show you the map, because I don't remember exactly where this place is, but it's called the Iranian, or something like that, temple. And what it does is, if you go there, you can craft runes there, and oh, okay, yeah, I am going the right way. You can craft runes there, but you will get more that way. However, the con to it is you don't know what runes you're going to get. It's kind of a very out of the way place. And there's no real actual shortcut other than to just either go to the town Yanil or go to Ardone or Ardigny, depending on how you prefer to say it. But now, like, this area, it is kind of nice, but at the same time, it's just like, well, Why would I go this far, as you can see, this far out of the way to be able to make some runes? And you'll have monks of Zamrock all over the place. Zamrock, these are the followers of that god. Those robes, you can actually get those robes and the other ones in this game. You can pray at the Chaos Altar if you want, but I'm full in hell. Well, prayer points. Oh, I did not know this is a thing. Okay, since that's a thing, this is actually not nearly as bad as what it used to be. But all you'll do is you'll run this way. And yeah, there's a few bad guys in here, but they're not like overly strong. Although I'm certain think this is a bad idea. Because I did not bring food. Okay, yeah, see right there's some crafters. You can go right here, craft rune at the altar. There's a Zamrock mage over there you can talk to. Now, I really should have brought... Oh, I do have essence I can use. I was thinking I should have brought some essence to show you guys what this can do. Alright, so here, boom, pull out the essence, craft runes. Only pure essence can be, and I can't get pure essence yet because I haven't completed the appropriate quest. But you can use the rune essence on here. And now that there actually is a bank in this area, this actually might not be too bad to use. Huh. Alright, so that's just asking me if I want to go to the Wizard's Tower. But yeah, so I mean, this actually isn't too bad now that you can actually just go here and make your runes. Now, if I remember correctly, you get teleported somewhere after using it. But that's not really a big deal. I think it's within this cave. So, okay, as you can see, there is a few different ways of training the skill. After a certain level and after certain quest requirements, you can get pure essence more easily. You can actually mine it yourself. Now, mining essence yourself isn't really the necessary because as you're skilling, as you're doing combat, unless you're not somebody who does combat, but as you're doing combat, a lot of monsters will drop either rune essence in noted form, or they will drop pure rune essence in noted form. So there's no real actual reason you need to mine it yourself. All you have to do is just do a little bit of combat. You're probably going to be doing combat as is. And once you do it, it is so easy just to keep going. Alright, so runecrafting and RuneScape, very easy to skill to do. I believe that is all the major focal points you really want to do. Although, if you really want to see it, there is one more thing you can do. It is not the most recommended because you are going into a dangerous area. Now, I won't go into the area too much, but I will show you thanks to the NXT client. Because I don't believe I actually have the appropriate skill level to use this altar. But just in case, we're going to take some gear to protect myself. Alright. Get some armor on. Not too worried about the weapon, but I'll grab a weapon. Do I have a shield? Yes, I do. Okay. I will be doing other videos other than skill guides and other guides of the sort. It's just right now it is the most useful for the most amount of people. I want to get the guides done. I got my seat aside, as you can see, but I want to get most of the skills done as a guide. This way, for you new players out there who really want to see what the game is about and what it's like, this is not what the game is about. but this is what it's like. Now, right up here along this wall, past this wall is what is called the wilderness. The wilderness is the player versus player area. You can be attacked by other players within a certain level range. You know, a level 120, 130 will not be able to attack a level 5 in level 1 zone of the wilderness. For however deep the zone you are is however big the difference can be. So the further you go in, the more dangerous it can be. Also, if you want to avoid player versus player the most you possibly can, do not head out here during the war bands. I can't do that because, again, I don't have the appropriate area. But once you have the appropriate quest done, you can actually right click on that wizard, click teleport, and he will teleport you out into what is called the Abyss. The Abyss then has a circle, it's like 2 circles, and the outer circle has a bunch of abyssal creatures. These abyssal creatures range in different levels. I think there's 3 total different ones. They're not overly strong. However, you do not want to go out there completely unprepared. So you do want to have some sort of armor, some sort of combat, because otherwise you will get killed. Because in order to get to the center circle, there is different things along that circle that are, I guess you want to say openings to it. But in order to get through those openings, you have to use a different skill. Like there's one that is a small tunnel. You have to use your agility level in order to get in. Now it does scale to your level, so that is a nice thing. Like you are not, shut out of that area because you don't have 99 agility or 99 mining. So you can go out that way, you can do that. It just depends on how your character is and what your luck is. The higher the level you are, of course, the more successful you'll be. Now, the nice thing about that is on the inner circle that is then all of the different altars. You can go through any one of these altars and you can get into that area and then make your runes that way. Then you don't need your hood. You can bring your hood anyway just in case you need a teleport. But also a lot of people, what they'll do for that is they'll make what is called a ring of dueling, which the ring of dueling can teleport you to a minigame called Castle Wars. And in Castle Wars, there's a bank. And in that bank, you can just swap out, teleport back to Edgeville, and go from there. Now, for those of you who are kind of wondering, why is your guy shooting out electricity out of his back? That is actually just it's actually a cape, but you can't see it too well with this plate body. Kind of blends in nicely. But if I take off the plate body, you can see it even easier yet, see? It's actually the War Priest of Tusca cape. Very useful, but looks really cool with the black plate body, which is actually the highest armor I have for my guy, because I can't trade for better. The only thing I can really do is, if I'm lucky, maybe one of the other shops will have the next level up of armor. But that does look really cool in my eyes. So that is it for the skill of Runecrafting. I hope you're able to learn something from this video. I hope you got some information out of it that you need. It's not really a complex skill, so it doesn't really take much. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you didn't enjoy it, let me know. We'll see more ways I can make these skill tutorials and eventually minigame and quest guides more entertaining to you. Alright, so till then, if you liked it, please leave a like. And until next time, guys, enjoy and